In the quiet post-war years of the 1940s, hidden within the rolling hills of Idaho, there was a secretive government facility known only to a select few. Its official designation was the Crater Research Facility, but those who worked there had another name for it, Project Kronos. The project, shrouded in secrecy, was an attempt to unlock the mysteries of time travel, a concept that had fascinated scientists and dreamers for centuries. Dr. Howard Brenner, a brilliant physicist with a troubled past, led Project Kronos. Haunted by the devastation of World War II, he was driven by the hope that mastering time travel could prevent such horrors from ever occurring again. His team of researchers and engineers worked tirelessly, pushing the boundaries of known science in pursuit of their elusive goal. By 1947, after years of tireless research and countless failed experiments, Project Kronos achieved a breakthrough. Using a complex array of magnetic fields, exotic particles, and sheer ingenuity, they created a device capable of transporting objects, and potentially people, through time. The first successful test sent an inanimate object, a simple metal rod, 50 years into the future. The rod vanished from the lab and reappeared in a sealed, future-dated compartment, confirming the success of their experiment. The potential of the device was staggering, but with it came significant risks. Dr. Brenner and his team debated the ethical and practical implications of their discovery. They feared the potential consequences of altering the past or revealing their technology to the world. Yet, the allure of understanding the future and possibly averting future catastrophes was too powerful to ignore. In early 1948, they made the decision to send a human subject forward in time. The volunteer was Karen Simmons, a young physicist who had joined the project straight out of university. Bright, courageous, and idealistic, Karen saw the mission as a chance to contribute to a better future. She was briefed extensively on the potential dangers but remained resolute in her commitment. On the day of the experiment, the tension in the lab was palpable. Karen stepped into the sleek, metallic chamber, wearing a specially designed suit equipped with sensors and communication devices. The team activated the device, and a blinding flash of light filled the room. When the light faded, Karen was gone. Karen found herself in a desolate, post-apocalyptic landscape. The once thriving forests and rivers of Idaho were barren wastelands. The sky was a sickly yellow, and the air was thick with dust and decay. She wandered the ruins, documenting everything she saw with a handheld camera. There were no signs of human life, only remnants of a civilization that had long since collapsed. As she explored further, Karen discovered a small group of survivors living in makeshift shelters and scavenging for food. They were wary of her at first, but when she explained her origins, they welcomed her cautiously. These survivors told her a grim tale. A series of environmental disasters, wars, and pandemics had ravaged the planet, leading to the collapse of society. Desperate to understand how this future had come to be, Karen questioned the survivors about their history. She learned that the timeline began to diverge significantly in the late 20th century, with political unrest, climate change, and technological advancements spiraling out of control. The world Karen had come from seemed like a distant memory, an era of relative peace and stability compared to the chaos of this future. With her mission complete, Karen activated the return mechanism on her suit. The familiar flash of light enveloped her, and she was transported back to the lab in 1948. Dr. Brenner and the team greeted her with relief and trepidation, eager to hear what she had learned. Karen's harrowing account of the future shook them to their core. The implications of their discovery were profound and terrifying. Project Kronos continued in secrecy for several more years. The team conducted further missions, gathering more information about the future and its potential pitfalls. However, the weight of their knowledge became increasingly burdensome. Dr. Brenner and his colleagues grew disillusioned, realizing that their efforts to change the future might inadvertently cause the very disasters they sought to prevent. By 1951, the government decided to shut down Project Kronos. The technology and all related research were classified, buried deep within the annals of secrecy. The Crater Research Facility was dismantled, and the scientists were sworn to silence. Dr. Brenner retired to a quiet life, haunted by the possibilities and the weight of their discoveries. Decades passed, and the story of Project Kronos faded into obscurity, known only to a few aging scientists and government officials. In 1973, a struggling filmmaker named Peter Fonda came across a stack of old documents and photographs in a dusty archive. Intrigued by the tantalizing hints of a forgotten government project, he began to piece together the story. Fonda, fascinated by the blend of science fiction and stark reality, decided to turn the story into a film. With a shoestring budget and a dedicated crew, he set out to recreate the events of Project Kronos. He called the film Idaho Transfer, a nod to the original project's location and purpose. The film, while marketed as a work of fiction, closely followed the true events that had occurred decades earlier. Fonda portrayed the story of a group of young scientists who travel forward in time, only to find a devastated future. The film explored themes of environmental collapse, societal breakdown, and the ethical dilemmas of time travel. Idaho Transfer was released to mixed reviews, but it gained a cult following for its eerie, low-budget charm and its thought-provoking narrative. Those who knew the truth about Project Kronos watched with a sense of unease, recognizing the parallels between the film and the actual events. As the years went by, Idaho Transfer remained a niche film, appreciated by a select audience but largely forgotten by mainstream cinema. However, its legacy endured in whispers and rumors, passed down among conspiracy theorists and historians alike. The film became a curious artifact, a piece of speculative fiction that was, in fact, rooted in a hidden reality. In the early 21st century, as the world grappled with its own environmental and societal challenges, the story of Project Kronos resurfaced. Declassified documents and first-hand accounts began to emerge, shedding light on the true origins of Idaho Transfer. Scholars and enthusiasts delved into the history, uncovering the remarkable tale of a time travel experiment that had sought to alter the course of human destiny. The revelation sparked a renewed interest in the film and its real-life inspiration. Discussions about the ethical implications of time travel, the responsibilities of scientific discovery, and the fragile nature of human civilization became more relevant than ever. Idaho Transfer was re-released, this time with the full story of Project Kronos as part of its legacy. Dr. Howard Brenner, now long deceased, was remembered not just as a brilliant physicist but as a man who had dared to dream of a better future, only to be confronted with the harsh realities of time and fate. Karen Simmons, whose journey into the future had changed the course of the project, was honored as a pioneer and a hero. The story of Idaho Transfer and Project Kronos served as a reminder of the profound responsibilities that come with knowledge and power. It was a tale of hope, hubris, and the enduring human spirit, a real-life fairy tale hidden within the annals of history, brought to life on the silver screen.